Europe, which is considered to be the most prosperous continent in the world, is losing its identity very fast today. When considering collapsing countries, we often refer to a combination of economic instability, political turmoil, demographic decline, environmental challenges, or social unrest. Western European countries, while generally wealthier and more stable than those in Eastern Europe, also face significant challenges. Below are some Western European countries that are facing notable difficulties. The biggest reason for the rapid collapse of Western European countries is their rapidly changing demography. After sifting through a lot of media reports, we have finally prepared this video with a lot of hard work and dedication. So I hope you will watch this video completely. So in today's video we are going to show you top 10 fastest collapsing countries in Europe. But before starting the video, I want to request you, we put our best efforts to create our every single video. So please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's start. Number 10, Germany. Germany has been described as a great power with a strong economy. It has the largest economy in Europe. As a global power in industrial, scientific, and technological sectors, it is both the world's third largest exporter and importer. A good 84.4 million people were living in Germany at the end of 2022, according to the Federal Statistical Office. After the Russian invasion of Ukraine, Germany lost access to affordable Russian gas, which was a major energy source. The transition to renewable energy and the closure of nuclear plants have also created short-term energy supply issues, increasing costs for businesses. Immigrants are the biggest reason for Germany's declining economy. In 2022, there were 23.8 million people, 28.7% of the total population, who had a migration background. The idea that immigrants are ruining Germany is a highly debated and controversial viewpoint. Many experts argue that immigrants actually contribute positively to the economy and society by filling labor shortages, especially in an aging country like Germany. Germany has an aging population, leading to a shrinking workforce. Fewer workers can impact productivity, increase labor costs, and put pressure on social welfare systems. Key industries like automotive and manufacturing, the backbone of the German economy, are facing global competition, supply chain disruptions, and the need for technological transformation. The economy has slowed, with low growth and fears of recession. Inflation has also risen, further eroding consumer purchasing power. Number 9, Netherlands. The Netherlands has some of the world's most beautiful canals and windmills. It is also known for its scenic beauty, cheese, beer, rich historical past, vibrant and lively cities, and serene countryside. The country is full of attractive tourist destinations you cannot miss out on. But this country is also slowly losing its original identity. As of August 15, 2024, the population of the Netherlands is 18 million people. The immigrant population in the Netherlands is estimated to be around 4.83 million people, which is about 27% of the total population. This figure includes both first- and second-generation migrants. In recent years, the Netherlands has encountered several challenges, both economic and social, that have led some to speculate about a collapse. However, this term is an exaggeration, as the country remains one of the wealthiest and most stable in the world. Key issues facing the Netherlands, especially related to immigration. One of the most pressing issues in the Netherlands is the severe housing shortage. The country's small size and dense population make it difficult to build enough affordable homes. With a growing population partly driven by immigration, the demand for housing has surged. This has led to skyrocketing housing prices and a strain on available infrastructure. Immigrants, particularly in urban areas, add to the demand for affordable housing, exacerbating this problem. Immigration has a mixed impact on the labor market. On one hand, immigrants fill essential roles in sectors like agriculture, construction, and healthcare, which often suffer from labor shortages. On the other hand, there is concern about job competition, particularly in lower-wage positions. Some locals argue that immigration drives down wages in certain industries, although studies show that immigrants typically complement the existing workforce rather than replace it. The Netherlands has historically been known for its liberal and open society. However, large-scale immigration, particularly from non-Western countries, has sparked debates over cultural integration. Some Dutch citizens express concerns about the impact of immigration on national identity, social cohesion, and traditional values. While the Netherlands faces significant challenges, particularly with immigration, it is far from collapsing. Immigration brings both benefits and challenges, and the country's ability to navigate these issues will shape its future. Effective policymaking, investment in infrastructure, and social programs will be key to addressing the pressures that immigration and other factors have placed on Dutch society. Number 8. Ireland. Ireland is famous for its stunning landscapes, rich history, vibrant culture, and warm hospitality. It's known for its lush green countryside, iconic landmarks such as the cliffs of Moher and Giant's Causeway, traditional music and dance, literature, whiskey, and much, much more. But I guess I'll have to change this interpretation of Ireland after a few years. In the 2022 census, the population of the Republic of Ireland eclipsed 5 million for the first time since the 1851 census. The population of Ireland in 2024 was approximately 7.2 million. Nearly 632,000 foreign citizens were living in Ireland during the most recent census, in 2022, accounting for 12% of the population. Ireland, like many countries, faces a variety of challenges. One of the most significant challenges in Ireland is the housing crisis. The demand for housing has far outstripped supply, leading to skyrocketing property prices and rents. The influx of immigrants, particularly in urban areas like Dublin, has exacerbated this issue. As more people seek housing, both local residents and newcomers face difficulties in finding affordable accommodation. The rise in immigration has led to challenges related to integration and social cohesion. Ireland has a relatively small population compared to other European countries, and rapid demographic changes can create tensions. Issues of cultural integration and social cohesion are increasingly prominent, with debates around national identity and the impact of immigration on Irish society. Ireland's healthcare system faces significant challenges, including long waiting times, insufficient resources, and high costs. Despite substantial investment, the system struggles to meet growing demand, leading to frustrations among patients and healthcare professionals. The inefficiencies in the system are exacerbated by an increasing population and evolving healthcare needs. Number 7. Belgium. Belgium is world famous for its chocolate, waffles, beer, and its national football team, the Red Devils. Belgium is also home to NATO headquarters and to the EU Commission and European Parliament. Despite all that Belgium has, this country is rapidly going into ruin. As of 2023, the population of Belgium is around 11.7 million people. According to StatBel, Belgium has some 2.2 million people born abroad. That is some 19% of total population. Belgium faces political fragmentation due to tensions between its French-speaking Walloon region and the Dutch-speaking Flemish region. The country has also experienced rising social and economic inequality, and its complex political system often leads to long periods of government dysfunction. There are significant economic disparities between the regions of Belgium, particularly between Flanders and Wallonia. While Flanders is economically strong, Wallonia has struggled with higher unemployment rates and lower economic growth. These disparities contribute to social and economic tensions within the country. Belgium faces high public debt levels, which have been exacerbated by economic downturns and increased spending on social welfare programs. Managing this debt while maintaining essential services and investing in infrastructure poses a significant challenge. Belgium has experienced significant immigration in recent years, which has led to challenges in integration and social cohesion. Issues related to housing, employment, and social services have arisen, particularly in urban areas with high immigrant populations. Tensions can also emerge around cultural integration and social inclusion, impacting community relations. The social welfare system in Belgium is extensive, providing a wide range of services and benefits. However, maintaining this system amidst economic pressures and an aging population poses sustainability challenges. Balancing social support with economic constraints is an ongoing issue for policymakers. Number 6. United Kingdom. The The UK is globally recognized for its academic excellence and prestigious institutions. Universities like Oxford, Cambridge, and Imperial College London consistently rank among the best in the world. The population of the United Kingdom was estimated to be 67.6 million in 2022. As of 2021, about 10.7 million people in the United Kingdom were born abroad, which is about 16% of the total population. The United Kingdom, once a global powerhouse, is currently grappling with several significant issues that have led some observers to speculate about the country's stability. While collapsing may be an exaggeration, there are notable challenges impacting the UK's economy and society. The UK is experiencing a significant cost of living crisis, driven by rising inflation, particularly in energy and food prices. This has placed a considerable strain on household budgets and increased financial pressures for many citizens. The cost of living crisis is exacerbated by stagnant wage growth and economic uncertainty. Political instability has been a recurring issue in the UK, with frequent changes in leadership and government policies. The political landscape has been marked by divisions over Brexit, economic strategies, and social issues. This instability can lead to uncertainty and hinder effective governance and policy implementation. The UK faces various social challenges, including an aging population, which places additional pressure on public services and social welfare systems. Demographic shifts, coupled with changes in family structures and social dynamics, require adaptation in policies and services. There are notable economic and social disparities between different regions of the UK, particularly between London and the rest of the country. Areas outside of London and the southeast often face higher levels of unemployment, lower economic growth, and fewer investment opportunities. These regional disparities contribute to social and economic inequalities. Number 5. Portugal. Portugal is famous for its explorers, port wine, cork products, football, fado music, and pastel de nata. What is very popular in Portugal? Portugal is special for many reasons. It is a beautiful country in southern Europe known for its breathtaking coastline, historic palaces, and tasty food. The total population in Portugal was estimated at 10.6 million people in 2024, according to the latest census figures and projections from Trading Economics. In Portugal, 1.4 million people have an immigrant background. Portugal has long struggled with high public debt levels, which were exacerbated during the 2008 financial crisis and the subsequent Eurozone debt crisis. Despite implementing austerity measures and receiving international financial aid, the country's public debt remains among the highest in Europe, limiting the government's ability to invest in public services and infrastructure. Managing this debt is a key challenge for the country's long-term economic stability. Although Portugal's economy has seen some recovery, wage growth has been slow, and many workers still earn low salaries. The cost of living in urban areas, particularly Lisbon and Porto, has risen significantly, contributing to economic inequality. Many young professionals struggle to find well-paying jobs, leading to a brain drain where skilled workers move abroad for better opportunities. Portugal's population is aging rapidly, with one of the highest proportions of elderly citizens in Europe. This demographic shift creates significant pressure on the country's healthcare and social security systems. Number 4. France. France is one of the oldest nations on Earth and the most ethnically diverse country in Europe. These deep and broad influences have made France a world leader throughout history in different aspects of culture, including cuisine, philosophy, music, art, film, fashion, literature, and sport. But now all these things of France are now on him. As of January 2024, France's population is 68.4 million people. This is an increase from 67.3 million in January 2019. In 2022, there were about 8.7 million people born outside of France living in France. France has been the scene of widespread social unrest in recent years, marked by frequent protests and strikes. Movements such as the Yellow Vests and large-scale strikes against pension reforms highlight deep dissatisfaction among many citizens, particularly regarding economic inequality, declining purchasing power, and government policies. These protests disrupt daily life and economic activity, while also reflecting broader frustrations with the political system. France has struggled with persistently high unemployment rates, especially among young people. Despite government efforts to reform labor laws and encourage job creation, structural challenges remain in the French labor market. One of France's most controversial issues is pension reform. With an aging population, the sustainability of France's generous pension system is under threat. The government has attempted to raise the retirement age and adjust benefits, but these efforts have been met with fierce resistance from unions and the public. An aging population also places pressure on healthcare and social services, further complicating the fiscal situation. France is known for its high taxes, which are necessary to fund the country's extensive social welfare programs. However, these taxes, combined with rising living costs, particularly in cities like Paris, have led to frustration among citizens. Many feel that their purchasing power has eroded, contributing to social unrest and dissatisfaction with the government. France has a long history of immigration, and while immigrants have contributed to the economy, integration remains a challenge. High levels of immigration, especially from North Africa and the Middle East, have led to tensions in some communities over cultural differences, employment competition, and social cohesion. Incidents of terrorism and crime, often linked to marginalized communities, have also contributed to debates over immigration policies and security. Number 3. Greece. Greece is the birthplace of democracy and has many ancient ruins and archaeological sites, including the Acropolis in Athens, the Temple of Apollo in Delos, and the Olympia archaeological site. The population of Greece was 10.5 million in 2023, compared to 11.0 million a decade earlier. Greece's immigrant population is estimated to be just over 1 million people, which is about 9% of the total population. Greece's economic troubles began with the global financial crisis of 2008, but they were amplified by years of mismanagement, corruption, and unsustainable public debt. The country was forced to adopt severe austerity measures under bailout programs from the European Union and the IMF. These measures included significant cuts to public spending, pensions, and wages, along with tax increases. While these steps helped stabilize Greece's economy in the short term, they also contributed to widespread poverty, unemployment, and social unrest, effects that are still felt today. Unemployment remains high in Greece, particularly among the youth. While the overall unemployment rate has improved from its peak of 27% in 2013, it still stands above the EU average, with youth unemployment remains stubbornly high. This has led to a significant brain drain, where young, educated Greeks are leaving the country to find better opportunities abroad, reducing Greece's future economic potential and innovation capacity. While tourism is a vital part of the Greek economy, contributing about 20% to its GDP, this heavy reliance also makes the country vulnerable to external shocks. The COVID-19 pandemic, for instance, had a devastating impact on tourism, leading to a sharp decline in economic activity. Number 2. Spain. Spain boasts an impressive 45 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, including architectural marvels, historic cities, and natural wonders. These sites, such as the Alhambra and the works of Antoni Gaudí, are cultural treasures. Spain's population surpassed 48 million inhabitants for the first time in history in 2023. As of January 2024, the immigrant population in Spain was 8,204,206, which is about 18.15% of the total population. This makes Spain the 4th most populated country in Europe and the 10th most populated in the world in terms of immigration numbers. Spain has one of the highest unemployment rates in the European Union. Despite some recovery since the 2008 financial crisis, unemployment, especially among young people, remains a critical issue. Youth unemployment has been particularly alarming, often exceeding 30%, which has led to frustration among the younger generation, limiting their career prospects and contributing to economic inequality. Spain is facing a housing crisis, with skyrocketing property prices in major cities like Madrid and Barcelona. Many residents, especially young people, find it difficult to afford housing due to rising costs and stagnant wages. Like many European countries, Spain's population is aging rapidly, which puts pressure on the pension system. The ratio of working-age people to retirees is shrinking, making it harder to sustain the current pension model without significant reforms. This demographic challenge adds to fiscal pressures, as the government must find ways to fund pensions and health care for a growing elderly population while addressing other economic needs. Spain has seen increasing political fragmentation in recent years, making it difficult for governments to maintain stability and implement long-term policies. The rise of new political parties, such as the far-right Vox and the far-left Podemos, has splintered the traditional political landscape. Spain has become a key destination for immigrants from Africa and Latin America, which has posed challenges for integration and social cohesion. While immigration contributes to the economy by filling labor shortages, it also places pressure on public services, housing, and employment opportunities. In some areas, tensions have arisen between immigrant communities and native Spaniards over cultural and economic issues. Number 1. Italy. Italy is well known for its architecture, culture, art, opera, literature, film, and fashion. This is one of the best countries to go on a foreign tour. The country is known for its mesmerizing topography, pristine beaches, historical artifacts, monuments, and more. And how can we forget Italian pasta? As of January 2024, the population of Italy is estimated to be around 59 million people. As of 2024, Italy's foreign population was 5.3 million people. This is an increase of about 166,000 from the previous year. The number of immigrants in Italy has been increasing since 2010, while the Italian population is aging and shrinking. Italy's public debt is one of the highest in the world, standing at over 140% of its GDP. This massive debt burden limits the government's ability to invest in critical sectors such as infrastructure, education, and healthcare. Managing this debt while trying to stimulate economic growth is a balancing act that has been complicated by years of weak economic performance and political instability. Italy has one of the highest youth unemployment rates in Europe, often hovering above 20%. Many young Italians struggle to find stable, well-paying jobs, leading to frustration and disillusionment. Italy has one of the oldest populations in Europe, with a shrinking workforce and a growing number of retirees. This demographic imbalance puts immense pressure on Italy's pension system and healthcare services. The country faces the challenge of funding pensions and caring for an aging population while trying to support economic growth with a diminishing tax base. Italy, due to its geographical location, has been at the forefront of Europe's migration crisis. The influx of migrants, particularly from North Africa and the Middle East, has put pressure on the country's resources and infrastructure. While immigrants contribute to the labor force, their integration has been a challenge, leading to social tensions in some areas. These tensions have fueled the rise of anti-immigrant sentiments and political movements, further complicating the political landscape. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.